Hi everyone. So welcome you all to the next session of our interview series. So here we are going to talk about AWS Glue, which is a very important tool, and that's a very famous ETL tool nowadays. Apart from like what is AWS Glue? We will ask you, then you can say like it's a serverless computing. It automates the process of data storage and data streaming by the ETL tools, ETL jobs it provide, and also it supports two programming languages, which is Python and Scala. Why it support these two? Because at the backend of Glue, you will see Spark is running. A Spark cluster has been spin up, which is managed by AWS. So that's why these support by Python. It will support PySpark, which is a library of Python to manage the Spark, and Scala, which is a different language. Okay, so basically Glue is a serverless computing. You do not need to manage cluster, any server, patching, any security things. Just you need to write a jobs and schedule it, and you can add parameters. So many things you can do with AWS Glue. Okay. So next question is, what are the options available by Glue? So basically, AWS Glue provide options like Glue Crawler, Glue Catalog, and the third one is Glue Studio, in which we have ETL jobs and notebooks. So these are the major offering, or you can say like features from the AWS Glue. Okay, so if you talk about what is the jobs, ETL jobs, then you can write the job like using the Python or Scala script, and you can schedule it in a parallel or like individual manner, and users can specify dependencies between jobs also. Okay, it provide automatic schema discovery options. So by using that, you can allow in automating crawlers to obtain schema from the related information and also store that schema in the data catalog. Okay, it also provide developer endpoints, so we can create custom readers, writers, and transformations, and we can use AWS Glue to automatically generate the code. So sometimes for some specific things, you do not need to write the code. It will generate the code for you. Okay. Then it will integrate data catalog. It will store data from a disparate source, separate source in the AWS pipeline. Okay. So let's move to the next question. And we have is, what are the limitations of AWS Glue? So we have limitations like it have limited compatibility with other tools. It have no incremental data sync options, and the learning curve is also very less in the AWS Glue. So why these are the like limitations or drawback, you can say, like basically Glue get used for working with variety of commonly used data sources and works with services running on AWS. So okay, so it's limited. Then Glue is not a best option for real-time ETL jobs. Okay, then it is used for supporting queries of traditional relational database. Okay, so these are the limitations of Glue, you can say basically. Now move to the next question. So how AWS Glue manage the ETL things? So it's a very important question, and we will see by an example. So basically, we can load the data into S3 bucket, and from there we can keep up like put trigger or something, and it will trigger the AWS Lambda. Lambda will trigger the Glue. Once data will be available, then Glue will take the data from like a Glue data catalog. It will serve as metadata repository, and the Glue job, which we will write in Python or Scala language, it will do the transformation and load the data again into some different storage location, which can be, in this example, Amazon Redshift. Okay, where the transform data will be stored in a target like tables. Okay, and you can check all details like API calls or any other details in the CloudWatch logs, where you will get like logs and notification, which will be pushed into CloudWatch. Okay, so this way Glue will be able to manage the ETLs. Okay. This is a very important question, like what is the difference between EMR and Glue? So basically, if you talk about Glue, that is a managed cluster by AWS. You do not need to worry about any security patching or anything in the Glue. You just need to use it and write the code and utilize it for ETL things or doing any work with the Glue. Okay, so and Glue is very quick and require less effort as compared to EMR. On other hand, EMR is like you need to create the cluster. You need to select which type of cluster if you want, like M5, R5, or any other cluster you want. You can spin up. So EMR provide you like various facilities, like you can install any software, you can do anything there. So these are the like differences between EMR and Glue. And so the next question is, what are the AWS Glue crawlers? Okay, so this is an important options available in the AWS Glue. So basically, Glue crawler provide you options through which you can pull the data and you can utilize that data in the other format. Okay, so like you can use the crawler to populate the AWS Glue data catalog with tables. And this is primary method used by most Glue users. Okay, a crawler basically, it can crawl multiple data store in a single run. And upon completion, the crawler creates or updates one or more tables in your data catalog. Okay, basically the ETL jobs that we define in AWS Glue use these data catalog tables as a source and target. So AWS Glue ETL jobs read from and write to the data store that is specified in the source and target data catalog tables. Okay, so these are the like usage of AWS Glue crawler, you can say. And here we have explained it like crawler is taking the data from S3, where we have stored a customers.csv file. It will create tables for the metadata in the Glue data catalog, and load the data. By using that data, the Glue job will complete, like pull the data from source and transform it and load into S3 location. So that's the example of Glue crawler. Okay. Okay, so these are the very most important question. Multiple times it has been asked in the interview, Glue interview, data engineering interview, data science interview, which required AWS Glue. So we have covered it. If you want more content like this, or if you want more questions on AWS, any services, then please subscribe our channel and comment down below. Thank you.